The United Nations Security Council has approved a resolution calling for urgent and extended humanitarian pauses and corridors throughout the Gaza Strip. This is the first time it has broken its silence since the start of the conflict between Israel and Hamas militants. And today we'll walk you through how the UN body came to this resolution and which country voted in favor and who abstained from voting. First, let's take a look at the current members of the United Nations Security Council. The Council, it has 15 members. Here on the map, you can see the 5 permanent members of the body first, which is China, Russia, UK, France and the United States. These are the 5 permanent members. Then we have the 10 non-permanent members. This comprises of Albania, Brazil, Ecuador, Ghana, Gabon, Mozambique, Japan and Switzerland. So these are all of the other 10 members. Some of the other 10 members, and these 15 members together adopted its first resolution since the outbreak of the Israel-Hamas war. The resolution, which was sponsored by Malta, the vote in the 15-member council was 12-0, with 3 permanent members, the United States, UK and Russia abstaining from the final vote. The United States and UK abstained because of the resolution's failure to condemn last month's incursion by Hamas militants in Israel, while Russia abstained because of the resolution's failure to demand an all-out humanitarian ceasefire. Please pay attention to the language here, which Israel and the United States oppose. They oppose an all-out ceasefire. The final draft is also it has watered-down language. It was calling for humanitarian pause rather than demanding for it. It calls for the immediate and unconditional release of all hostages held by Hamas and other groups, while also calling all parties to comply with their obligations under international law. And like I said earlier, the resolution, it makes no mention of a ceasefire or Hamas militant surprise October 7th attacks on Israel. This resolution, it comes after it managed to overcome the serious differences that had prevented the Council from adopting 4 of the previous resolutions. Moreover, the United Nations General Assembly has already overwhelmingly voted for a humanitarian pause, but the UNGA does not have the power to pass binding resolutions. The United Nations Security Council has the authority to pass resolutions that are legally binding. So that's where things stand at the moment.